Hi there folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. As you can see over my right shoulder here, Port of Burlington. That's where we're putting in at this time. It's just below lock number 18. We're going to travel south today to lock 19 and go to the southern tip of Iowa on the Mississippi River. Should be a good day. We got some great things we're gonna get some more great drone footage for you, and we're gonna get some great time lapse for you again on the river. Should be a good time. My son's here helping me out today. He's gonna be getting all our drone footage. So make sure you leave comments below about how much you love the drone footage, because he reads all my comments. And let's see how the day goes. We'll see some birds, some pelicans, some seagulls, and some train bridges and everything in between. Well, let's see what this section of the river has to show us today. Stay tuned. We're getting ready to get backed in right now. All right, we're all safely in the water here. I'm waiting for my boat putter inner guy to hop on the boat. And we're gonna head to our first little interesting thing is gonna be a train bridge. We see off in the distance here. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of a train bridge it is. It looks like a double draw, or maybe it raises straight up and down. As we get a closer look, we'll be able to see. Let the party start. She didn't want to start very good. It was like it was flooded. I gave it like 2 squirts and I had to pull it all the way back to idle, and then she took off. Well, looks like we're going right across the wing dam crap right here. See the dark lines here?
I think that's just the Mississippi, Illinois, or Iowa, Illinois line, yeah.
Where am I at? See? Looks like the dark lines right here, though. There's a wing dam like looking.
That?
Yeah.
Oh, that's just great.
Just shoreline.
Yeah, like all these contour lines right here.
Yeah.
That's depth changes. It just goes from 5 to 30.
Yeah.
Instantly.
I'm
thinking that's why they have like a little shoring area right there.
Yeah.
Barges.
This water looks a little icky.
All right, mighty Mississippi, round 3.
On our way.
The Burlington.
The Burlington.
Savings Bank.
Oh yeah.
Gotta get your speed.
Oh, hang on. Menu. Reset. There we go. Here we are. 0.02 miles so far, and we're just getting underway. We'll track our miles for today. It's like the deepest part right here. What?
Find a way to how to get the tracks off of here.
Oh, gotcha.
Now mine has like a GPS overlay, then you can put it over a map and just watch the little.
Gotcha.
I don't know if Humminbird has software or something that does that.
Anything's possible.
Anything.
It's Anything's Possible Saturday. familiar.
Time lapsing?
Not yet.
Oh.
I'm on just I'm real time right now. Yeah.
That sucker goes straight up and down.
I think so. Now what we have here is a big old railroad bridge, and this looks like one that just lifts straight up. So in order to let barges and stuff through, it just lifts it straight up in the air, lets them pass through, and sets right back down. We just missed a train going across right when we were putting in. You can actually see over here some of the old pillars that used to be in use at one point in time, and it looks like they built new pillars and put some more fresh train track on the new pillars at some point in time in history. This old stuff is pretty neat. God, if you look over here, see if I can get you on it here. If you look right up here, there's some, if you can see the detail, those look like cables, and there's a lot of them. There is a ton of cables. These are just neat. These are just neat structures. It's, you know, how we get things from one side of the Mississippi to the other with the rail cars. Just no different than our other bridges. Only these are cooler. I mean, look at all the iron that's in this thing. Amazing. We'll get to the other side and we'll spin around and put our backs to it, to the sun, so you can get a little bit better shot of things. Isn't this a cool thing? Imagine your job every day, going over here, walking up the stairs, walking across the catwalk there and getting into your, hopefully it's air conditioned, metal building, and raising and lowering this thing for barges. And just like I'm guessing like all the other locks we've been through, like the one we talked through last weekend, on a Friday, the guy opened and closed the lock one time all day in a 10-hour shift that he had. And then the day we were there, he had done it like 11 times. So it isn't like this is yeah, it does have air conditioning. I can see the little unit on the side. It isn't like this is a job that is going to keep you crazy excited about things. I'm guessing there's a lot of maintenance stuff you do on a bridge like this, things you walk and check on a daily basis. At least I would certainly hope so, because there's hundreds of tons, thousands of tons of product being transported across this bridge on a daily basis. And just the engineering, and just to see, you know, the hot rivets of how these things, and we'll get up close to one right here, just the hot rivets that are holding all this together. There's just thousands upon thousands of rivets that have been put into this bridge. And this structure's been here for a minute. And the fact that it is not painted and it's just raw steel, allowed to have that, as it's known today. It used to be called rust. They don't call it rust anymore. It's patina. They got all this patina all over the bridge that gives it this nice ruddy brown color. And you know, people would pay premium dollar just to have these old weathered boards to make something to put in their home out of. But just imagine having some of this riveting like that section of there on your wall in your house and go, hey, this is off a railroad bridge off the Mississippi. Those aren't rivets. Those are bolts. That's a lot of bolts. Sorry, I misspoke, folks. That's a lot of bolts.
That's a lot.
Okay, thousands upon this whole thing is bolted together. We're going under it now. I'm going to tilt you back so you can get, it's kind of dark. Looks like they have screens over some openings to keep birds out, but to let the water come on out.
Being under here when a train's crossing would be cool.
If we get lucky on the way back, a train comes through. I don't know if this is part of the East-West Railway. If it is, there's only like a train comes through like every 15 to 20 minutes. At least it did when we lived in Grand Junction. Anyway, folks, I just want to drift around underneath the bridge a little bit here and enjoy the last bit of shade we're probably going to see today. We'll be transferring you back and forth between the drone footage and this footage I got on the GoPro here. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe and give me that thumbs up. That helps the algorithms and helps YouTube recommend my stuff so I can hopefully get a little more popular and afford to do this stuff on a more regular basis and bring you guys a lot of really great content. That's my goal. Alrighty, we're gonna go ahead and point her down river. But we're not gonna go anywhere too fast yet because we don't wanna, you wanna do some chase footage with the drone now? Or
Whatever you want.
whatever I want. You know, my wife says that and I'm not sure it always means that.
Lighting right now is a premium for chase footage.
Oh yeah, let's do some chase. Let's head down river. Let me know if you can keep up. What town's this?
Fort Madison.
All right, folks, we're here at Fort Madison at the railroad crossing. Pretty cool. Trains go below. We just happened to catch us with a train right here at the very end, and cars go above. Here again, another old bridge, railroad bridge. Thousands upon thousands of, those are rivets. This one's riveted together. So now we're actually bringing you some severely riveted video. It's riveting video. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. But just thousands of rivets. Seems like there's just as many rivets as there were bolts. But yeah, this is a really cool bridge here. Where you at? Bring it in. South. Oh. We're on the Iowa side. Where are you at? Do I need to run to you?
I'm trying to find this.
Which way? Where is it?
Are you neutral? Stay neutral.
I'm neutral.
This thing's gonna stop. It's not gonna stop coming down. Don't stay neutral.
I've got you. Is it auto landing now?
No.
Oh.
%.
Yeah, because you ran it last time. You didn't change the battery, did you? All right, we almost had a dronification. Oh, look at how that bridge curves. Steel. That's so cool. All right, sorry for that, folks. We had a drone that was down to 9% battery. We were about ready to lose its cookies in the water. It was one of those auto descents, and it wasn't going to stop until it landed, which in this area, very wet. Could have dropped it right on the highway and got it run over.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, yeah, we're about 32 foot of water here. Water temperature today is 74.3 degrees. If you need a water weathercast. A little wavy here. We're drifting back and forth. We're just kind of motoring along this bridge, just checking it out. This is a big, giant turnstile with a whole road. How does this thing work? That is huge. That's like rotating the length of a football field. We're gonna go around this point here and go around the other side of this thing just to see the other part of it. You can actually see through some of the wood slats over here. Let's get us around the other side here. Sport mode and chase that train drained the battery pretty quick, didn't it? Duck hunting, I'll bet. So it looks over here, there's a red light, and I'm guessing that's to let, at nighttime maybe when the barges are coming through. I'm just speculating here, folks. Let them know that the train bridge is closed until they open it up, and I'm guessing that turns green whenever, hey, there's a ladder. We can climb up there and check out that tree.
I think that's just red and red.
Think so?
Yeah.
Oh. Here we are going underneath the other side, heading back north a little bit here. Got to take some time and explore some of these little interesting little man-made treasures. Also, we're going to swing over here. I'm pretty sure there's a fuel dock over here. Huh? You think there's a fuel dock here? Didn't you think there was one here? Oh, is it further down? All right. Look like a little dock here. Might as well go check it out. Look at all them rivets. Can't get over that. But this here, I'm gonna see if I can get you this perspective, folks. Oh, it's over there? I'm gonna do a little reversage here. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
First time driving a boat.
See if I can get some water to plow over the back of the boat here. But you see the curvature. That train was heading north, pretty much, and there's a big curve in the railway here. That comes across, that train makes a big hard right. As far as train goes, I guess. It's a semi-hard right, but pretty neat stuff. You say the fuel, oh, I see the marinas over here on the other side. Let's go see if there's some fuelage dockage here. 20 miles at 5 miles, or you consumed at least 4 gallons of fuel.
Yeah.
Is that what it says?
I don't know.
It's a little rougher out here in this wide open area here. The winds get a good shot. We got a nice breezy day today, and the wind gets a pretty good shot at you. Let's just zip it up here a little quicker. Bounce, to bounce, to bounce, bounce. These little marinas, they don't dig them out ever. Slow, no wake. I don't think you can go fast here if you wanted to, just because there's not that much water. Let's see how deep it is. According to the thing, it's 3 foot and 2 foot of water back in here. It's like, how do they have these boats in here with no water?
Oh yeah, 2.7, 2.6.
Oh man.
2.5, 2.
You're sitting in 2 foot of water. That means my skeg's like probably writing its name in the mud down below. So what you caught there was in the time lapse. I got water on my lens. There we go. What you caught there in the time lapse is we chased a train down on the river here. We actually got to catch one coming across, and we went and caught up to the engine, and we waving at him, and he gave us a little toot toot on the old horn there, which is pretty freaking awesome. I wish I had it recorded in live mode, or so I could have got the sound, but you know, that's the way it happens sometimes. But anyway, that's pretty cool. And it's crazy how, you know, trains seem like they'd be pretty loud. We're gonna go underneath the bridge here. You can hear it outside here, but when you get directly under the bridge, it's pretty quiet. And it's because of it's all sitting on these wooden planks. So these wooden planks run across these steel beams, and it's pretty darn cool. Yeah, that's a straight up view. Pretty cool stuff. Just to kind of give you an idea where we're at on the trip now, we covered about 21, say 20 miles from where we put in, because we did about 1.75 miles of dinking around here. But yeah, we're about 20 miles downriver at this point. We should be down about 5 gallons of fuel, and we're gonna keep heading on down south. We got about 30 more miles we want to go down the river, and we still got our reserve 10 gallons in the boat here that we can use if we need to. But technically we have enough fuel on the boat in total to actually get us both there and back. And we'll take any fuel stop that we can get. Alrighty, we're done dinking around the old railroad bridge here. We're gonna put you back in time lapse, give you some relaxing music to listen to, and we're gonna head further south. Our total trip today is gonna be about 30 more miles, so about 50 to 55 miles downriver today. And we're gonna just throw it back into time lapse mode and let's head south.
I can read the top word. It says danger.
Danger.
At least I think so.
Sharks.
Sharks.
Mississippi River sharks. Alrighty, folks, we made it down south to Keokuk. Some beautiful hillside areas here. of homes and stuff overlooking the river. The last couple miles have been some pretty bluff areas, which would be pretty neat in the fall when the leaves start to change. Oh, take off to the Great White North. But yeah, right now down here is the Keokuk plant that we're looking at here. This was built in 1913, so well over 100 years ago. It was when it was put in place, it was the largest hydroelectric plant in the world when it was put up in 1913. That's kind of remarkable. And it's still operational today, from what I understand. So this is saying danger, stay back 600 feet. It's about 2 football fields. That's quite a ways. So yeah, this is the dam. And to go downstream, to lock through here is a 38-foot, according to the website there, is a 38-foot descent. So that's quite the river change. And there's currently a barge in there. And we want to lock through today and get down, because I want to get down south a little bit further and get to be able to see where the Mississippi River, or the Des Moines River, meets up with the Mississippi. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's a long dam. This is a wide part of the river. This has got to be 1/2 to 3/4 of a mile wide. That's pretty cool. I can see the top of the river barge there. You guys can't see it because I don't have you pointed that way yet, but we'll get there. Huh?
How much of a mile is that?
I don't know.
600 divided by 5,200.
This is about as close as we can get to the. We may actually be a little closer than we're supposed to be right now to the dam.
Technically, we got ways. 2.8. We can go up to 0.11.
Oh, okay.
Probably those red signs up there.
Yeah. So yeah, this is the power plant. Pretty big, actually. It's actually quite huge. We'll get you some drone footage here. Welcome to this episode of Delicious Dish, a PBR radio station featuring Keokuk Plant and other favorite tunes like the Pelicans and the Seagulls. Are those ducks on there too, or are those geese? Those are ducks. Man, those pelicans are such big birds. Pelican could eat a duck. Yeah, we're in 36.8 foot of water right here. No boats beyond this point. Stay back. So I bet you that from there across is the 600 foot mark. All right. It's pretty cool. We're just gonna drift along here and see if we can wait out that barge to come through. We're gonna turn the radio on by the suggestion of my co-pilot. There we go. See if we can hear some information about what's going on at the lock. Now this is down at lock 19 on the Mississippi River. Swing you back by here. See the plant coming into view. This is the end of it. This thing is actually quite long. Now how long was this lock?
1,200.
This lock is 1,200 feet. The other locks we went through, I think, were normally about 600 feet. So when they're locking some of these big barges through, and I don't know if that's the right term, but that's what I'm calling it, making locking a verb. When you lock through, they have to break some of these big barges up in half to get them through. Where this is the only one on the Mississippi in this area that I'm aware of. They can actually put the entire barge in. It's 1,200 feet long. And that's why I want to go through it. I want to go into a 1,200 foot long lock, and I want to go down 38 feet and see what that's like, and go down river some more. Fun stuff, fun stuff. We're pointing back upriver here now, as you can see. But we're probably in the drone footage now. That's what I'd like to have you seeing right now, is the drone and seeing all the different things that are going on. Oh, heard a big horn. I don't know if you guys heard that or not.
That was a train whistle.
The train whistle. Well, some of those have like a train whistle type thing at the lock, so.
Old school.
So he's coming upriver.
Yeah.
And we didn't pass anything coming downriver, so if we lock through, and if a barge travels at 10 miles an hour, it's going to take him 4 hours to catch us. And that's if they put in right after we did. And that's if the barge travels 10 miles an hour.
This is that coal one that we just passed.
That was just sitting there docked, though. It wasn't moving. It wasn't even a pusher hooked up to it.
Yeah.
A boat hooked up to it, so. Yeah, hopefully we get this barge through and we'll radio the lock to see if they'll let us pass down. Yeah. Guessing it's channel 14.
Yeah. You should hold it up because you're kind of in a fair.
Oh, it's got to pick up this. It's a flat line, man.
Yeah, but I don't have good signal right here, and I got a straight line of sight.
Really?
Power lines. Huge interference barriers. Hey.
Wonder where there's a safe place to be.
He isn't anywhere in this. We're just going out of frame right now.
Yeah.
I think anywhere on this side should be fine. We wait for the barge.
Wonder how close we can get to the power plant on this side.
Kiss it.
Yeah. You see the big barge there, right off about right here. It's heading upriver. Still sitting at about 30 foot of water here. I think we're going to drift over a little closer to the power plant here and let this barge sneak by and wait for a radio signal to come back to us. Probably waiting in the complete wrong area, but we'll find out. I think it's safe over here because he's not going to run into this wall, so I'm guessing he's going to hang a left. So I'll hang off to his right. You know, port, starboard, and all that fun stuff. Pretty cool, pretty cool. But the nice thing is the water level's already up, so hopefully we can slip right in. They can drop it down and let us right out. That is a wide one. That's only a barge. It's only 2 wide, not 3 wide.
Yeah.
Lock 19, thanks for your help, guys.
Picks up pretty good.
I'd just say pleasure craft looking to go southbound for 19.
Pleasure craft looking to go southbound, lock 19. That actually comes through really clear.
southbound pleasure craft.
Yes, sir.
We got a couple tanker barges headed north. I'm not sure how far out you are, but as soon as it's safe for you to make your entry, we got it all ready for you.
Alrighty, we're right out here next to the power plant. We'll come right in as soon as we hear a horn.
We'll let this Anaconda boat get by that icebreaker wall up there, and then as soon as they're by, you can bring it on down.
Alright. Okay. Alright guys, as you just heard on the radio talk back, here comes the barge in the view. He said as soon as he cleared the wall that I could enter in. We got a red light flashing right now. That's the barge. We got a couple tankers heading up north here in a little bit too, so it looks like we could slip in between the ones heading north.
Oh, these are the tankers.
Oh, these are the tankers?
This is the tanker.
Oh, this is the one? I thought he had a couple more.
He didn't know. Well, yeah, right here.
Oh, gotcha. He didn't know where we were. Gotcha. Yeah, pretty cool. Radio is definitely nice to have out here to be able to communicate to the locks. And that's pretty cool. I still see a red light flashing up there. We're going to kind of just drift in that direction. That's a big boat. It's called the Anaconda. Port of Houston, Texas. There we go. We heard the train horn going in. Oh, this is awesome.
Want drone footage of this, or I got about one battery left.
Let's wait till we go all the way down. Maybe we got
up?
yeah.
All right.
I got my drone too, I guess.
Yeah.
'Cause I want to get like a real tall, like a 400-foot view of the Des Moines and the Mississippi with us there at the mouth of it. I think that'd be pretty cool. All right. This is what we play for. That's a long lock. It's hard to believe that we're 38 feet. Can't hear anything. It's hard to believe that we're 38 feet above the water we're getting ready to dump into. Oh, we got to get the buoys out. Bumper me. You can hand me one.
Yeah. That one almost undid itself.
Oh.
Had a gas tank on it. Here you go.
Cool. I wonder if they even have ropes.
Oh, they probably do. I know last weekend, I think I watched him. There was like 10 pleasure craft in here.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Down. They got little trays.
Yeah. How you guys doing today? Doing good. Enjoying the river.
You guys been down there for a while?
Hour or so, yeah. Anything coming up north that you know of?
All right.
Cool.
Not real close, I don't think.
What's that?
Nothing too close.
Nothing too close? Cool. Yeah, we've been watching the live stream on this lock here before we came down.
I would check in on it, see if they're watching me or not.
There you go.
I'm half tempted to take the.
To goof off now.
I'm tempted to take the drone and just put it right in front of the camera so they just stare at each other. Like, dude.
That camera's got crazy zoom on it.
I know.
The windows of our building all the way up.
Really? Oh, that's a nice
I saw
camera.
zoom in on the Anaconda, just getting full frame. I'm like, dang.
I see them on the tanker barges like that. They can zoom in on the warning stickers on the side.
No kidding.
Wow.
Dang.
For that first night they put it up here, I was down here. As the sun went down at nighttime, I was watching it in our walk house. I was like, Bill, flip the lights on. I want to see how good they can see. put the light on, I can see it perfect standing in the doorway. Clear as day.
Jeez.
That's cool. Where do you want us at in here? Any?
We'll go most of the way down.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're just gonna grab onto one of these yellow things.
Yeah, I'll have you throw a line around one of these floating things.
All right, gotcha. Okay.
That goes up and down. But
Grab a. Is there another blue line tucked in back there? Now, 3 weeks ago was the first time I've ever dropped in on the Mississippi. So we went in Muscatine. We went north last weekend up 60 miles and ate up there, and then we came south to Lock 18, and this time we put in just south of 18 and came down here.
Yeah, this is pretty one-of-a-kind lock.
Yeah, exactly. I love that. The power plant, the history behind that, it's pretty cool.
is that the longest one on the Mississippi, or?
There's one in St. Paul that's 1,200 foot, and there's one in St. Louis that's 1,200 foot.
So that's like one of three then, basically.
Yeah, in the upper Mississippi anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And then it depends on water level, but this can be the biggest drop on the upper Mississippi.
Yeah, that's what we were seeing. That said 38 feet. What's it today?
I'll look it up real quick. We'll have you tie off the pin at the 925 mark, 925 feet.
Okay. On the other side?
This side.
Oh, this side. Okay.
I'll look that up for you too.
All right.
Those sound.
Yeah, so YouTube says it's 38, but it depends on the lower level. That varies quite a bit.
Okay.
38 is actually a lot for here, but the water's been real low this year. Normally this time of year it's like 30.
Wow.
But a couple weeks ago it was like almost 41.
Wow, dang.
I know the water went down a little bit recently. Yeah, it's about 37.
Where's this one or
Next one.
next one? Okay.
Yeah, this
37?
one.
All right.
And if you want to hold it between your two bumpers, it'll line up there nice and flat.
All right.
All right. Sounds good. Oh. A little bumpage. Hang on. I'll get it.
Line, I'll pull you over.
Is that gonna be enough?
Yeah, you'll be fine. All right. Actually, yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
And it's going to want to move you around a little bit, but there won't be real crazy turbulence or
Yeah.
anything.
Perfect. Wonder why it's beeping.
My controller.
Oh, it's your controller.
All right, we go down here a minute.
Yeah, you can always just
Yeah.
put it there and tighten it up.
Yeah, the dam and the powerhouse, that's like the town monument right there.
Yeah. I can see how it would be.
It's always nice seeing the live stream and it's just Keokuk power.
Yeah.
Lit up all red.
This place is unique too because the power plant and the dam are actually privately owned.
Yeah,
The other
yeah.
dams are government property. And it
Gotcha.
would be the Lockman's job to move the gates and stuff, but they take care of all that.
That's cool. Yeah, so these gates are quite a bit taller than the ones upriver for sure, just because of the elevation change.
And then I don't know if you saw it, but that's a rising gate behind you. They don't open this way, they just come up.
Oh, really?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
I didn't either. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, because everyone we've been through so far has been
Yeah,
this
they got
the
the
style.
micro gates on both sides. That's
Yeah.
what these do. They open.
They'll open inward.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
But since we got the power plant over there, we have that gate, and then we have another gate behind it that's down right now.
Yeah.
And the one behind it's got a real wide track. It has like a 50-ton capacity. And the power plant can get some trucks across on it.
Oh, wow.
I've seen cement trucks go across it and stuff. That's what this gate down here, the walkway's maybe, that far to
Oh, okay. Huh. That's cool how this floats on down. It's only a little piece of iron.
Actually, it goes probably 10, 15 feet under the water level, too.
Does it really?
It's got to go that deep to give it enough buoyancy to float up with the water. It's probably 3/8 inch thick steel.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you got an inch and a half.
And then that head on the top is solid steel.
Oh, yeah.
God.
That's pretty cool.
We hang these up in the winter time so they don't get frozen in the water.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Steel I-beams across here, and then we got a giant U-bolt that goes around the top of that.
And hooks it up. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, that's so neat. Yeah, it does drop pretty fast.
Yeah, it goes pretty quick.
This is faster than the other ones.
Yeah.
I mean, we're just, you can just sit there and just watch it go.
It takes 5 minutes to go 5 feet. This is like a foot every 20 seconds.
10, 12 minutes total to get all the way down.
That's pretty good.
It's not as long to open the gates as it does to drop you out.
How many boats you had through here today?
That one coming up out of here is my first one. I've been here since 6:30 in the morning.
So that's just one for the day, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
That's what we talked to the one guy up at the other lock. It was lock 15, wasn't it?
15, yeah.
Yeah, 15. He was like, I said, so how many comes through? He goes, it's 10-hour shift. He had one through on a Friday.
It's been slow lately. I think it's kind of that lull before harvest season. And then
Oh.
the lull bringing corn and grain, soy, everything else through here.
That's true. This is the first time we've hooked up to one of these. That's kind of cool. We're all noobs. We're learning.
Yeah. It's everybody's first time sometimes.
That's right.
Third weekend on the river.
So our goal is to go down to the Moines River entrance. And
Yeah, you're not too far.
no. Hang out down there, maybe throw some lines in the water. And I just wanted to cover the tip of Iowa, if nothing else, you know. Well, this is the, because a lot of the locks we've been through are the Illinois side. This is on the Iowa side.
Yeah. You can make it down at 20, it's on the Missouri side.
Okay.
But then 21's on the Illinois, and 22's back on the Missouri.
How far is it to the 20 from here?
26 miles.
26? Gotcha.
Don't tempt us.
Huh? Don't tempt us.
21 miles.
We're pretty sure we got enough fuel to get there and back home. That's why I carry an extra 10 gallons in here.
Better safe than sorry.
I can cover about 80 miles on an 18-gallon tank, and that's about it. And we got 3 gallons of two-stroke for the old kicker in case something goes out on the motor.
All right, well, you guys have a good day.
Thank you, you too. Appreciate it.
This is recording, right?
Yep.
Time lapse or?
Nope.
Oh, full video?
Full video.
Nice.
So we're giving you a full live video of what's going on here, folks. Yeah, this thing's dropping down pretty quick. It's amazing. So you can see the wet line on the wall there. That's how much it's come down. It was almost at the very top there where the gray's at. And you know, just to think about it, if that other gate behind you was to fail, it would just crush you against that wall. Well, I guess it couldn't come in very fast, but it would come in fast enough, filling in the gap. Holy smokes. And this is the first one we've tied into that's actually got these little floating things on the sidewalls you hook onto.
Little in parentheses.
Yeah, a little in parentheses. Like the guy said, these things are made out of, you know, there's some pretty heavy gauge steel, 3/8 thick and whatnot. And he says it's about 10 feet in the water?
10 feet in the water.
Just to float the thing. He said in the wintertime they have to tie them up and hold them up top so they don't freeze in place. Imagine one of those being froze down and it let go and come up and shoot out the top like a rocket. No duckweed in this one. This one's clean.
This is clean. I didn't even know.
Yeah.
I saw in the video, like the gate looks like it's almost flush with it.
Yeah.
But I guess if it's a rising one, you take it to
Just
the
bring it to the level of the water. So when we come back upstream, folks, you'll see it. We'll get you more footage of that. That's a one that actually lowers into the water and raises up behind you, versus this style here, which is like a big old horizontal drawbridge type effect. I don't know what you call it.
This is so far down.
Yeah, you could practically step out of the boat up on there before. Now it's a climb.
I'd be exhausted.
What'd he say, 39 feet?
38.
38 feet. So we're at a 38-foot drop now.
Last week or something, he said
He
41.
said, yeah, a couple weeks ago he said it was 41 just because of the river level change.
So low.
I'll tell you what, in the area we're in here, there's very little turbulence. The other ones had a lot of turbulence, but this is very little turbulence.
Well, they're draining it also.
Oh yeah, when you fill it, it might be a
Fill
little
it, it's
different.
probably gonna boil
That's
off.
true. So we'll be in for a treat heading back up.
Look at that, it looks like that just got peeled like paper.
Oh yeah. Get a big old barge, catch it.
And it folds that half-inch
Just-
steel like it's paper.
Oh, that's not half inch, that's 3/4. That's easily 3/4. Because like those squares there are like 1.25 inch square. Should have brought my calipers.
Yeah. No tape measure on here anymore?
No tape measures. Well, there is, but it's hooked to the boat
Quick, hold
for
the boat
measuring
out.
fish. So far, guys, we've covered 41.85 miles. Of course, we did some dilly-dallying around a couple of bridges. So let's just call it 40 miles. So far, we've covered today, and we're going to go south a little bit further. And we went upriver last time, and we went 50 miles roughly, and we consumed 11 gallons of fuel. I'm guessing we're approaching that 11-gallon mark here. And
Going downriver though.
we're going downriver, and we've had some chop that we were kind of fighting a little bit. Look at the bait balls underneath here. The fish finder, you can see there's fish underneath us. Gosh, it's way up there now. I'm going to give you guys a quick look vertical here. There we go. That's looking up from the windshield of my boat. You know, we're almost equivalent to basically a 4-story building that this thing went down 39 feet. I mean, that's pretty darn cool.
This is gonna be fun.
Huh?
This is gonna be so fun.
Why?
Just us.
Oh yeah, we got the live stream here. He's looking at the live stream on the Keokuk Lock 19. If you guys ever go there, you won't be able to see this because we'll already been through it, but we're gonna be just a dot coming out of this thing. You can record that, can't you? Is there a way to record that? So he's gonna record some stuff here. Is it recording now?
Yeah, I'm recording my screen, yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I can really do.
So he's recording his screen, which is showing the camera shot of Lock 19. So we'll get a view of us coming out of it this way. I got you still shot up here at the sky. I apologize for that. We're just about done dropping. Yep, gates opening. All right. Big old gates.
At the front end of the Titanic opening up.
Yeah. Oh, now we're being pushed backwards. Just think about those things displacing some water. Would that kind of push us back, you think? Because this is the first time I've drifted backwards, is when they started opening.
We're still a football field away from that door.
Yeah.
That's how big that door is. It looks.
Oh yeah, 1,000. Yeah. 200. We're 200
we're
feet.
At 950 foot mark.
Oh yeah.
1,200 foot.
Yeah, we're
About a
250
football
feet, almost a full football field away from it right now. Yet it looks like it's right there.
Yeah, it looks. Oh, it's a.
I feel like I could throw a baseball and hit it, but I don't think I can throw one that far.
Maybe if your arm went with the baseball.
Yeah. And we got, you can see in the background there's a railroad bridge, a turnstile railroad bridge right behind it. Lots of goodies going on here.
Wow.
What?
Going through, you actually see the rebar.
Oh, there's rebar exposed on the side. That's 1-inch rebar. You know, that's been here a couple of minutes.
Just a couple. You close forward there?
Oh yeah. There's resistance though, quite a bit actually. It'd be easy enough to unhook. Oh. Is it safe to unhook? We're down now, I guess.
Got it.
You just unloop it off there. There you go. Alrighty. Oh, cool chain whistle.
Let's go before they open.
They're not even fully open, letting us rip. All right.
That's what it broke.
Look how what?
I'm like, what's all this blue stuff and thing?
Oh, in the side?
Yeah,
All down there.
there's a piece that was cracked.
Wow, that's so cool. We're like in a heck of a wall now. That's so cool. I know, it sounds crazy to get excited about this. What do you say?
I don't know.
Oh. We're good? Yeah. Look how thick they are. That's thick. That's like 5 feet deep. 4 to 5 feet deep that way. Okay. 19, right? Lock 19, thank you for your hospitality. I think he said you eat fat ass meat.
The camera's right there, the yellow white thing.
Oh, there it is. Yeah, camera up on the bridge. All right, we're heading south of Lock 19 now. I'm leaving this in real time for you folks. I want you to get the full experience. And then when we get back to the speed, we're heading down to the entrance of the Des Moines River.
It's like 20 seconds behind, but there we are.
Oh yeah, we're coming out of the lock on his video. We'll probably switch this back and forth through here to get you guys a camera shot view of the actual lock camera of us being on it. The guy at the lock was saying they have incredible zoom on that camera. They can reach out hundreds and hundreds of yards and bring things in and read, you know, warning stickers on the sides of boats and stuff. It's pretty cool. Hey, here's where to hang out if we need some shade.
It's not going to be usable video.
Huh?
It's not going to be usable video.
Oh, you don't think so?
It's super self-service, man.
Oh, it's self-service, so we probably won't give you that video shot, I guess.
Yeah, it's going like this.
Oh,
2 at a
gotcha.
time.
Gotcha. So it's not great. All right. We're going to get out here and spin around and give you a shot upriver of this thing.
We're that far away from the dam.
Wow, we're a long ways from that dam.
We can go up in there a bit.
Let's go up in there. We're gonna spin around here and kind of go upriver. They're closing it again, aren't they?
Ooh, be careful.
Oh yeah, it's all shallow. Okay, we're not gonna go back up too close. Looks like we go about another 50 to 100 feet and we run into 6 foot, 5 foot water. So we're just gonna hang back here and kind of give you a quick little scan of things. I hope that comes through real cool. We got a regular bridge that crosses the river and a train bridge. That's a turnstile style train bridge, and we got the Keokuk power plant. And at night, if you go and look on their live stream, you'll see that lit up at night, which looks pretty cool. The guy said it's kind of an iconic thing here in Keokuk, one of their monuments, so to speak, because yeah, it's been around here for over a century. Think about what things have been around for a century that has been built in the Midwest. Pretty cool, especially a main structure like that. All right, we're back in the open water now. We're gonna put you back to time lapse, and we'll go back to video mode when we get to the Des Moines River entrance, and we'll see what that all looks like. All right, here we are. We made it. Hello, hello, hello. We're good. All right, folks, we made it. Here's the mouth of the Des Moines River. And looks like there's a lot of debris in the way here. We'll watch the old depthy finder here and make sure we don't end up beaching ourselves or destroying something. That's why I'm just easing in here. Doesn't look like this map really covers the Des Moines River very well. Oh.
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, minutes. That's all it's supposed to. So that map is correct.
That map is so correct. Hey, don't take it away from me too bad. You zooming in?
I'm
Okay.
giving you more lines.
All right. We're gonna see.
So it is down right now. We're at the 4 foot line. It's 2 foot.
Oh yeah, we ain't gonna be able to go up, but I was kind of gonna see if we could go up the Des Moines River, but that sure enough ain't gonna happen. Oh, a fish just jumped right there, a little guy.
So this is a fishing spot.
Oh man, we're only in like. I'm only in 1 foot of water here.
Yeah, you're dragging.
I'm stuck.
You're gonna have to reverse out.
We're gonna see if this. We are so stuck right now. We're in 1 foot of water.
I'd have reversed.
Reverse has no pull. Okay, maybe it does.
I say you can
Ooh,
drag through.
see, I just hit something. Okay, we're gonna save the motor. We'll troll out of here.
Try to stick it in and the boat starts going up.
I know.
Bring the remote.
Oh yeah.
Get some good drone footage of a beach. Deeper where the
Man, where the mouth is, yeah. We're drifting now. A little bit, looks like. But I'm all the way up. Oh, it's moving with the. Yeah. No, here we're anchored kind of. We're not moving. We're gonna see if the old troller will pull us off of here. Yeah, we're not moving. Yeah, can you see anything else though? Like, huh? Oh, we got freed up, okay. It was kind of not doing anything.
You gotta fight the wind first.
Well, so much for going up the doggone Des Moines mouth. Well, we trimmed the rear end of our motor all the way up, our outdrive all the way up. Deployed the trolling motor to get us unstuck. So now I'm still only in like 2.6 feet of water right here. Yeah, I got the old fish finder out turned up here so I can see my depth here at the bottom of the trolling motor. But yeah, we're getting some drone footage of our hang up here. My son said he could see the mud trail we were leaving from being on that sandbar or whatever, mud bar or whatever it might be. That's a pretty cool shot. As you can see, are you up to 400 feet?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're gonna switch over here to a shot 400 feet up. I'll show us at the mouth. So if you're thinking about, like, I don't know, coming down the Mississippi and going up to Des Moines, don't.
Jet boat.
Jet boat would do it. That's about all it'll do it.
We could have walked that.
We could have walked in there, yeah. A foot, depending on how soft it was. Should have got the paddle out and saw how soft it was.
Oh, yeah. We'll beat you.
No, I'm good. I don't like being beached. Not like that, not in the middle of the water. Here, we'll spin you back around here. Here we are at the mouth of it here, looking straight down the gullet of the Des Moines River. But yeah, see all that across there? It looks really wide and deep. It is not. I mean, we're quite a ways away from it right here, and I'm only in 2.7 foot of water below my depth finder, which is probably, what do you got back there on that sonar? 2 foot.
That's miles per hour.
Oh no, what's the depth?
Doesn't show.
It's not showing. Oh wow. Yeah, that's not picking up. It's because it's probably covered in mud. It's on that side. No, other side. Yeah. So we're out here just hanging around in 5 foot of water now, according to this thing. So my guess is we got some muddage and whatever else going on in that back one. We'll see. I thought we were going to be able to do more. Not a lot of amenities down here though, as far as places to eat. A couple places, this is Saturday, and there's one place that don't open until noon, and the other one doesn't open until, they said be back at 2:30. There's another one that says they open up at 3. So, doesn't seem like people get in too big of a hurry in the south part of the river here to get up on a Saturday morning and get things going. But I don't blame them. Sleep in, enjoy it. At least the breeze feels good even though the sun's out.
Yeah.
You know, it'd be nice to have 2 cameras just for the sake of if you lose one, the other one, I mean, not lose it, but quit working, losing, you know.
No, for you, losing is lose.
Shut up.
There isn't quit working with you. There's losing.
It's just losing.
Your shit works.
I still got all my stuff.
Your stuff works. It just, you lose.
Nothing's ever lost. It's just temporarily misplaced.
I haven't found it yet.
All right, folks. We've had an interesting hour and so here. When did we pass through? About noonish? It was before noon, actually. Right at noon, maybe.
I'll tell you on the phone.
Yeah, he's gonna tell us what time. Anyway, we went downriver just about 3 or 4 miles, maybe tops, just to see where the mouth of the Des Moines.
11:45.
11:45. It's now what?
1:17.
1:17. Well, we screwed up, and now we got mud on our feet, and so anyway, I kind of went over to the mouth of the Des Moines River, watched the thing. It says it's pretty shallow. It got real shallow real fast, and next thing you know, we were stuck. I tried to throttle us off of it, no go. So I ended up dropping the trolling motor down, and the trolling motor got us worked off of there. We trimmed it all the way up, and the trolling motor got us off that sandbar, or I'm pretty sure it was a silt bar. Silt and sand and whatever else. Anyway, we got off of there. So we just started trolling around a little bit, and just for fun and talking and chit-chatting and killing some time, and went to start the old IO motor back up, and lo and behold, we hear this sound of tink, 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 and some nastiness going through the water pump. So we had mud stuck back there. We got mud and everything. The next thing you know, you're watching the temperature gauge, and that's why it's a good thing to have a temperature gauge, is it started climbing. So I'm like, oh shoot, our intake's plugged, or we just wrecked our impeller, or our thermostat stuck, or who knows what. Anyway, we tried to go over to a sandbar. That was sandbar on the beach. It was knee-deep mud a foot off the sandbar. I mean, literally knee-deep. I had to wash from the knee down mud off my legs. I thought it was to get stuck, and the boat was drifting over me. Saw my life flash before my eyes for a split second. It's tense. It was real tense. Anyway, so we got off of that one because we couldn't see anything on the, with it trimmed up, you can't see anything too well. So then we fired up the kicker motor. Kicker motor was just we motored around, and I went to take the thermostat housing off. I thought, well, maybe there's some sand and stuff got the thermostat housing kind of half plugged, because at an idle it keeps it cold. We're at 150 right now, where this thing always hangs. It was up there closer to 200 when I was at speed. Anyway, come to find out, one of my bolts on my thermostat housing is stripped. I went to back it out, no reverse. The other bolt came out, and it's got a ton of goopity goop on it. Now this is something on this particular boat I haven't touched yet. Guess what? We will now. So after running this thing through the mud, and then when I run it up at speed, running 25 plus miles an hour, my temperature gauge is running about 8 degrees hotter than it used to. So we might have some flow issues happening. We might have some impeller damage that's not pumping as much water when it's at full speed. Might have several things going on. Anyway, we're getting ready to lock back through here in about 10 minutes, back through lock 19. And well, that was a big fish that jumped. And we're gonna head back north. And to top it all off, after running the trolling motor for a few minutes, I mean, we were not even 30 minutes of trolling motor running, my trolling motor stopped responding. Batteries are shot. I'm like, what the shit? So we're down to this motor that could run hot at any moment, or my kicker motor, and we're literally 50 miles downriver. It's like all the bad scenarios right now. So anyway, at an idle, it's running good. It's doing what it wanted to do. It's doing motor things. What is it? Oh,
I just posted that.
my dad and I are waiting for the gates to open and head back up north right now. Keep an eye out for the white and orange boat here in a bit. So that's on live feed. on the Lock 18
Stream
or Lock
time
19.
live.
Stream time live on Lock 19.
Mississippi River Lock.
That's going 24/7. So anyway, right now everything's running good, acting like it should. We got the bimini top up because the sun's high in the sky, and I don't want to get cooked. At least we got a little bit of a breeze out today. The other day when we were out, there was no breeze that one hot day. But what's the temperature out? About 90? Getting close to 90?
84.
84.
Heat index of 87.
Heat index of 87, so it ain't bad. But yeah, we put the bimini up. Anyway, that's why you take tools on a boat. That's why I take tools on a boat. I was able to, for whatever reason, I took the intake hose off and I scooped up some water, filled the intake hose full of water, blew backwards as hard as I could, put some more water in it. Then I had my son start the motor real quick, and water was pumping back out of it. And that's good. So then I put it back on. The temperature came down. Now we feel like we can make it all the way back north. So you know, any number of things can take you out here on the water, but that's why you're prepared. My trolling motors needs new batteries. Those batteries are 3 years old. If anybody's out there that had trolling motors and the batteries, and I've kept them on a great battery tender. In the wintertime, I keep them charged up on my boat. I charge them up after every use, and they're just tired. And most people I've seen have said that most trolling motor batteries are deep cycle batteries. If you get 3 years out of them, you're doing pretty good. Well, we're on year 3 right now, at the end of year 3. So it's time for another set of batteries, I guess. So Napa, Interstate Batteries, whoever wants to sponsor a video, supply me about $400 worth of batteries, I'll do a video about your batteries. Anyway, we're just waiting here now. The motor's idling good. I think I'll go back and kind of feel things over. Exhaust manifold is back to nice and chilly again. That got me a little worried. That exhaust manifold gets hot, things start melting.
I gotta give a wave out.
Where are they at?
Shirley Wallace says, give us a wave.
All right, we'll give them a wave. Shirley Wallace.
Kurt W says, doesn't seem to be much going on or going through the dam case today. I said, we'll give them a wave and let it go on.
Sounds
About
good.
an hour and a half ago, the only thing the guy said that came through was a fuel barge.
All right, good stuff, folks. I'm not trying to make this unnecessarily long. I'm just kind of giving you some of the life experience out here on the water, and share some of our good fortune and somewhat bad fortune. So we're inside lock 19 now, and this particular lock, now I'm facing the other way. The other end, the entry that we come in going north, the gate's actually closed. This particular gate is different because it's just a raise up and down gate. So what this is gonna do, and you can see the walls are dry. So we've been downstream for an hour and a half plus, and I'm guessing they didn't fill this back up since we've been through, because these walls are completely dry, other than some algae. Hasn't dried completely out, but so they left it in that position the whole time we were downstream with our struggles. But yeah, this water is going to come up about 39 feet now. As you see, if you see the top of the wall there, you might be able to see a gray line or rust colored line way up there, about 5 foot from the top. That's how far we're going to come up here. and then we're going to they're going to lower that gate down, and we'll basically pass over the top of it is what will happen. Pretty cool setup, actually. Back to time lapse. Just wanted to give you that little tidbit of information. you folks. This is lock 18, right? Yep. Yep. We're at lock 18. So between lock 18 and lock 19 is about 50 miles. We decided to go past where we put in by about 6 miles just so we could connect the dots. Only a short 2 weeks ago, we were actually waiting on the other side of this lock when there was a big old barge going through, and we decided not to wait and come on down through here. So anyway, we're just connecting all the dots of the river on this portion of what we're doing. But yeah, we're down here. We're gonna turn around here and head back to where we put in and take this old boat out of the water and throw some groceries down her neck and wrap this video up for the day. Good time. Well, boys and girls, you can see that we had a pretty good time on the river. We had some tense moments there for a little bit when that old outdrive was down in the mud and then my engine started to get hot. That was some tense moments. I was kind of worried. We're 50 miles downriver with a kicker motor that can push me about 5 miles an hour. And I had, yes, 13 gallons of fuel. I had 10 I could convert to two-stroke fuel if I needed to. I brought a quart of two-stroke oil with me, just in case. You always got to be prepared. And I'm thinking, my goodness, 5 miles an hour, it's going to take us 10 hours. We weren't going to be back home till, you know, this was at 1 o'clock. We were going to be back up to the dock at best till 10 or 11 at night. And we're prepared to do that because we're committed to getting ourselves back home. And yeah, if there had been a kind soul that would want to give us a tow for a little bit, but you know, most people aren't going to tow you more than 5 miles an hour anyway, so might as well be under our own power. But yeah, it was interesting. So that's going to trigger some more stuff I got to do on my boat now, because I don't know if I did any damage to my impeller on the pump on the outdrive. I'm going to have to pull that back off. I replaced the impeller about 2 years ago now, so it's time to take a gander at it anyway, so this just gives me a better excuse to do it. And I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and replace my water pump, because I heard some little tiny rocks and stuff go up through my water pump, which that didn't make me feel warm and fuzzy either. And then when I discovered the thermostat housing had a stripped bolt, and the other bolt has all kinds of white goopy goo in it, I decided that it's time to do some work on the thermostat housing too and replace the thermostat as well. So we're going to do a video coming up real soon on just maintaining that stuff and get that boat ready for another river run. Whether it's still this year or next year, but I got a couple other boats I want to get on the water this year and give a whirl. So, but yeah, we're going to be coming at you with some more stuff. Now, I want to give a quick shout out to a guy that follows me, and he says he always watches me over his lunch hour at work and whatnot. His name's Austin, and he was on my way home yesterday, coming back home from port of Burlington. He was halfway between here and there in a small town, and he had some little gifts for me. I wouldn't call them gifts, I had to pay for them, but gave me a good deal. He does scrapping and stuff. He stumbled across some outboards that people were just going to throw away. Said, hey, just scrap it out. So I'll get in here and I'll show you what I got. Now, you guys know me. I couldn't resist, you know. He says, hey, I got a few Mercs for you. And sure enough, he has a little 4.5 horse Mercury, all complete there. Same thing with another old Mercury 110. It's a 10 horse, all complete. And then this little Mercury 25 has no gearbox, but the upper end was leaning up against the shed, and the guy took it apart and says, "Oh, the gearbox just needs all you need is that one little gear, and you can put it right back together." What a hunk of mess that is! But you know, people will tell you all kinds of really neat stuff. But anyway, I picked up all 3 of these for $100. I couldn't complain too much. That was on our way home from boating. So you talk about a successful day. You know, we made it on the river, got off of there alive. You guys know me, can't pass up a bargain. We'll unload those after I get done mowing the yard. We got to mow this yard first. Well, I hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up on that bad boy if you could. Much appreciated. We're going to get some more stuff done in the next week. So we got you some more videos coming out over the next, you know, toward the end of the next week. And got a lot of work to do. It takes a little bit of effort to keep these videos coming in for you guys. So like I said, the thumbs up in the comment sections. Throw me some comments down there. You guys have been fantastic. I tell you, the fans of this channel are some of the best people I know. And I can't say I know you, but you guys, just through your comments and stuff, you guys are fantastic. You're kind, you're very thoughtful, and you put a lot of thought into your comments, and you give me great tips. I learn a lot. You guys tell me you're learning a lot of stuff from me. I learn a lot of stuff from you guys too. Sharing your information. Don't be afraid to check out the email down below and send me some pictures of what you got going on. That's pretty curious. I'm curious to see what other people are working on, and I'll email you back. A lot of people have emailed me some questions. I'll answer what questions I can. I'm not a resident expert. I just play one on YouTube, and that's the truth. I've honestly only been playing around with these boats and boat stuff for about 4 years now. Started with the Starcraft you saw us on the river, and I've just been collecting and working on and playing around since then. You know, I'm fairly mechanically inclined. I know my way around an engine a little bit. I've rebuilt a few car engines and different things. It's all mechanical. It's pretty simple. You can get a book here, watch a video there. You guys can do it yourself. I guarantee you can. It's just, everything's a little bit of a process. And the biggest advice I can give everybody out there, be patient. You know, don't buy a boat on a Friday and think I'm going to work on it Friday night and Saturday morning and be on the water Saturday afternoon. That can happen. It may happen. You get the right purchase, it could happen. I mean, you buy a boat that's dropping water ready, that's what you can do. But if you buy one of these old birds like I've been playing around with, it's going to take you a minute to get it ready. But man, it's so rewarding. You know, now, yesterday we ended up covering 100.08 miles yesterday on the river, and it was a good time. A few tense moments, but it's a good time. But yeah, it's, you know, so rewarding. I've just, since we got that thing out of storage here recently, 3 trips, covered over 300 miles on the river this fall so far, and enjoyed every minute of it. You know, so I encourage everybody to get out there and do something similar if you can. Get out there, enjoy every minute of life you can. You know, don't just sit around waiting for life to happen to you. Get out there and make life happen. Get some energy in your butt. Get off that couch. You know, sit there, watch the video. Finish the video first, of course. But let that be your inspiration to get out and do what I'm doing. Because, yeah, I spend a lot of time riding the couch. I spend a lot of time riding the desk chair, too. Editing takes a minute to get some of these videos done. You know, figure any video out there that I've got that's an hour long, I probably spent 3 hours just editing it and getting it uploaded, and so you guys can see it. So that takes a chunk of my day. But and when I'm working on all these boats, these videos take a little longer, or it takes a little longer for me to work on stuff, because I want to make sure I get you guys the right shots that are important to you, that make the project move for you. So if you're following along and want to do something similar, you can follow me along and copy a lot of the stuff I'm doing, and hopefully have a success story like I'm having with a lot of these boats. When I have failures, you guys hear about them. I show you where it fails, or where this isn't going to happen, or this is where this project just said, stop, can't do it anymore. Getting too expensive, not worth it, maybe. Me, you know, you guys might talk about, I put some dollars in a few of these boats, you know, and I probably have more money in them than they're worth, than I could sell them for when I'm done. But that's okay. I'm not buying and fixing to sell a lot of these boats. I'm buying to fix and drive and use my money back out of it in enjoyment and pleasure. So, You know, that's one thing you got to wrap your head around is like, wow, I'm into this boat for about $2,000 more than it's worth when it's all said and done. Well, if you use that boat for the next 5 to 6 to 10 years, divide that over that amount of years, and it's actually pretty cheap overall. And just like what I did yesterday by sticking that thing in the mud and caused myself a little problems. Now, some of you, when your motor starts getting hot, you go in there and try to get the water flowing again and get yourself home. Could take this thing into a marina and spend a decent amount of money having them pull your outdrive off, check your water pump, check your thermostat, check your impeller pump on your outdrive, and possibly put a new belt on it while you got it apart that far. And you're going to spend some money. But if you do it yourself, I'm going to be able to do all this stuff for about, gaskets and everything, $125. That's all it's going to cost me in parts. And literally probably about 2.5, 3 hours worth of time. And I'm back on the water with something I know that's reliable and going to get me there because I trust my work. And you guys should, get to the point where you trust your work as well. Now, there's a lot of, like I said, there's a lot of people out there that's been mechanics for longer than I've been mechanics, and I love hearing the feedback you guys give me. So I'm going to rattle on forever if I don't just shut this camera off. So you guys get out there and have some fun. This is Michael, and I'm out. Out in the sun. We got to get this